Hi everybody, welcome back to Sky Factory 4, episode 30 with me, Sid. Apologies for my trainer feet there. I've been doing a lot of running recently and the trainers just stink, so just pretend that you can't. In fact, you can't see them when you look straight down, that's good. So, some things have changed around here, and remember we had that lot. Since then we have, let me run over here, I've AFK'd again to allow this device here. Now there's a little bit of enchanted stuff in here, a hell of a lot of enchanted stuff in here, and that's just going to take me an age to sort through. But I think we should be able to get what we want armor set enchant wise on our kit. The other issue we had was the level of experience we needed. So I've been, and if I head over to, well, let's walk because I've done a little bit of a change around anyway. So over, oops, hello. So used to the doors opening for me. Over this way, I have, let me come into here. Is it this one? I don't think it's this one. This is obviously a target floor for a spawner, but not right now. Down here is a collection of spawners, including all of the Enderman spawners that we made from downstairs. And then down here we've got an elevator. The elevator drops us down to here. This is the wither skeleton farm we made. We got a reasonable amount of experience from it. We need to utilize that, and we got, now I have put all of the coal and a hell of a lot of other stuff in there, so this is just a selection of things. I actually had to stop this running halfway through the AFK session for the enchanted things, just because it was just going mad. And since we've got a good selection of heads, including raw axes. We've got Hellfire PvP's not familiar with, but Kiwi fails I've heard of. Dark hacks. What else we got there? Lex Manos, of course, well known. Tema, I know. Matabase, Pahamar. We've got more Tema. We've got Wilds. We've got CPWs, AMAS. Name rings a bell. I'm sure that's a mod author, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my head which one. Drulcus and Darkosto. So good selection of stuff and a reasonable number of wither skeleton skulls. So I think we can safely say that that one works. And a whole load of this as well, which is something I want, and a few other bits and pieces which I need to know where you can do stuff with this, but I've never really looked into this beyond this. Dusted allows for an easy retreat. Okay, interesting. Dark marble. So this stuff in this, shall we say, this stuff. But let's leave that alone for a moment and go down here. Now I have started putting together this area. And we've got some space back here. There's some space back here. That is going to have that. We're going to have down is going to be item and up is going to be fluid. And I did say down is item. So I've created an ender chest because we can't be running these things permanently just like that. It makes no sense, and we should find that it's not really got the range, has it? Is there no way I can increase the range offset? That's just moved it, hasn't it? I think. I don't think it's no, it's not increased it. Damn. That's going to be a pain. Absorption, hopper. See that? I wonder what that is. What's that for? Let's just turn you off a second and have a look at mob. Oh, we got that. Okay, well, we're going to need, let me have a look at that. We need to increase you 1, 2. So I think we need to add two more two things in there. Spawner is going to go here, and this is a particular one. I have no idea if this will work. These are set to cover. If I click on here and do show area, you can see this covers us all the way to the end. And yeah, I don't know whether this is going to work. This is a peculiar beastie, but we need to make some of those absorption radius things. Make me do 2 of those, should be more than sufficient. I also want a couple of redstone blocks. 1, 2. I think the sharpness upgrade 2 will be enough with those, so that's all good. And let us head back to oh, I know what I do need. Duct. Lots of that, and need the redstone thingamabob, those, and a lever, I think. Yeah, we'll take a lever. Give me a lever. Structural, is it? Yeah, those stuff. And let me get rid of, what can I leave behind? Get rid of that, and we'll keep. I want to see how good that is. What did I want? I've completely forgotten. Facade, wasn't it? That was it. Grey terracotta. This stuff is what we're going to want for that. May want to. My God, I need to get rid of some. I don't need you anymore. And I don't need you anymore. Because I've got nothing that needs actually sharpening in that respect. Bronze chisel, maybe. Don't need the bronze polishing kit anymore. Now let me put that in there and that in there. And that up there. That will do us for now. They can go away. Right, that gives me a little bit more wiggle room. Yeah, what was I thinking? What was I thinking of? Oh, that was it, glass. Grey border. That should be sufficient. I'm hoping that will work. We'll go in there and we're going to go temp spawner, take us to here. Now this one, I'm wondering whether I should put some kind of light switch in there, but yeah, it'll wait. This one, light is irrelevant. So we are going to go and take these for starters, and we'll go and pop these into the respective holes. One there, one there. Now this can have that, and we'll show the area, and we should find that everything is now covered. Hide the area, and on the tip of that we are going to pop one of those. Now it's a strange position, but I believe this will work in this position. Looting and sharpness 2. Looting and sharpness 2. And then what we should be able to do here is take, let me come across here for starters. Now this is peculiar because we've actually got a little gap above here, because this was where the Enderman spawner was, but it doesn't matter, because what we're going to do is we're going to stick a block there temporarily. We're going to pop you there, and we are going to pop you there, and you are going to be an output, and then that will come up. This is where it's going to get fun, I think. Hang on. Yeah, we're going to have to make myself a little hidey hole to get through, I think. Because this is going to come up to here, over the top, like so. And then we shall blank. Oh, okay. It's not a facade then. It doesn't matter. I know you just craft these two together, so it's a cover. Facade if it's Who for what's my jig? So that goes. Oh, that did not want to go there. Okay, it doesn't. Well, I suppose we can take it out. It's as quick, isn't it? Except for now. Oh no, we got away with it. I think. Did we? Where did that? Oh no, we didn't. Okay. Does not matter. We'll just do another because we've got spares. So that thing obviously is very efficient at picking this stuff up. And we need to make sure that you are still an output. Okay. Yep, that's all good. So we should be okay to close that in. Back to there. That's where the spawners are going to go. What do I want to do here? I would like to, I think, pop you there. Stick a cover. Well, can I get away with doing this perhaps? And that's an input, and they'll put the lever on here. Oh yeah, of course it doesn't work that way, does it? That's simple. We just do this. That goes there. That goes there. And we take our covers again and just block it in. And then we stick our lever here. Now it occurred to me that we could link these over. But the question is, can I get... We can. Okay. Is it worth it? Oh, we need to do the here. I don't know whether that's going to work fully or not. It could be. It'll be entertaining if it doesn't. So maybe we should do this with the redstone block. Yeah, let me do that. I'll be back in a second. Alright, so that has basically linked that into there. Now, the reason I'm being so phobic here is very simple. The item or the mob I wish to spawn is not affected by light levels and has a bit of a reputation of having a bit of an explosive personality. Just got to remember where the hell I put the... No, get me back up, come on. No, okay. Must be in here. Right, what should we take? Zombie. Zombie will do us fine. So right now, this guy will not spawn because there's nothing in there that will allow him to spawn. However, if I would use the spawn egg that we have on him, he's going to go and start spawning quite rapidly. And yeah, it's not going to end well for us. So we are going to need a comparator as our first thing. Because we need to make it redstone controllable. And I don't know whether... I've really hammered through the experience here as well, as you can tell. So this thing, the item we are going to spawn in here is a ghast, and a ghast needs a 4x4x3 area to spawn in. It's a 4x4 object, so its hitbox is 4x4, so it should not be able to avoid the grinders on both sides. However, before we do that, let me turn you into ghast, and there. You should be off. Right. That should be everything we need. Now I do need to block all this in, and that's just a mess up. I'll clean that up later. But with a bit of luck, there we go. turn those fans on, any gas that spawns either side, straight down into the looting thing, gas tiers for days. Now, he's not a very fast spawner at the moment. He does need a little bit of sugar, I think, to sweeten the deal, shall we say. But that works. So I'll get them sugar, speed it up, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, it's safe to go in. We are going to pile sugar into this thing. It's going to be like a spawner on speed. I think 64 is the maximum you can chuck into it. In fact, less than 64. So that is now maxed out speed wise. We can get in here. We're going to just backfill this room all the way back here, all the way to the front, just to, you know, keep it tidy really. And we should have a viable gas spawner. Now, most of the other spawners I'm going to do are going to be fairly straightforward in that they are you know, going to be a 3 high or 4 high room with a spawner in there and conveyor belts. I'm going to probably use fans for the blaze because, of course, blaze being flying critters will be a pain otherwise. But I think we should be good. We might want to get a silencer on this as well, but the other thing is it may struggle because it's struggling. It has to find out that spot, that 5x5x4, so we might not get the same kind of spawn rates. But I don't actually know how many gas tiers we're going to need, so you know, this is probably going to be all right. Maybe, I think. Okay, that's good. Happy with that. We'll leave that to it. We're going to go head back up here now, and we are going to grab you, if I can. No, okay, we're going to do it the hard way then. Good, I've got a little bit of that left. That's fine. It's gone into there almost certainly. That will come out and go down there. We're going to place you there, and we're going to place you there. And we are going to pop, sorry, we're going to pop that back there. So we've now got a tank and an ender chest, and we need to take this and head home. It's going to take a while, so I'll see you there. Yeah, that sandwich is pretty good. Absorption for 2 minutes, resistance for 5, fire resistance for 5, 2 minutes of regen, and speed. That is a pretty good sandwich. I'll not waste those, of course. What we'll do is we'll just go to plain ordinary sandwich, and I mean, we have got somewhere about, we've got plenty of options further down the line, but we now have this system. This will, and you can see there are mobs spawning in there, and they are getting killed even as we speak, which is fine. And we have all of this, which is great. And we have a black hole tank, which is great. And we have a tank, which is great. We need a mob. We need a singularity tank, which is fine. We've got a drain singularity tank, which we're not going to worry about. And we're going to need a tap. And then we probably need to start thinking about our living quarters on the floor up here, because right now what we've got, let me just clear this out. So what I would like to do is I would like our XP tank which probably hasn't got a great deal in it, to drain into here, which has got a great deal in it. Interesting that we didn't get any experience from the hoofer. Maybe we might need to twiddle that a little bit, because that should be getting experience. And I think if I pop you there, yeah, that's just not going to automatically output, so that's fine. We'll pop that there. We'll have, I think what we're going to do is we're going to stick a shower in. But I just want to go and check something, because you see that will go there, and you go, and that's how you get your experience for enchanting, which will be over on that wall, probably. And the potion effects are really annoying. Yeah, let us go back down to here and have a look at up is fluid, so it's definitely not liking up. Damn it. Oh god. I need to make this safe a little bit then somehow. I need to, yeah, that absorption hopper is basically taking everything as soon as I hit it, which means that it's, of course, it is here along with that. So let me just, I'm going to rejig. I think I'm going to put the, redstone block here, and that should still run. It does. We're going to take, oh man, this is awkward. Let me just actually turn you to none. That makes life easier, because what will happen is that'll get picked up, and we'll put you down below, and that goes down, becomes fluid, and up becomes none. Interesting. Why is that not draining into there? It should drain into that. How about if I put you here and go, which way is that? South. Still not draining. That is interesting. Right, I need to go and get, I think what we're going to have to do is drain into a tank and then drain from the tank into that. I don't think there's any way around that. Which means I just need to grab some stuff. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, that's sorted it. Got the tank has been drained and it's just coming up into this, and that is all fine, and everything is working as it should be. So if we jump over to home now, we should find that this is getting stuff. This is going into there. Actually, I wanted a fluid duct, and I want one of those, and I want a servo, but I don't want that big a servo. Just a, is that going to be enough? Let's go more. Actually, yeah, we'll go with the one we've got, that, and it will be fast enough. And then we shall place you there, and we shall place you there, and that will be always on, and that will fill up very rapidly, and you can see we've got plenty of experience there, which is all nice and wonderful and great, because it means that I can go and get a shower. Now we do need to obviously mend this up, but let me check how long I've been recording, and I'll start thinking about how I want to actually build this bit of the room, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, well, we're getting somewhere. We've got a room with a shower. You can come in here and you can, you know, shut the door, probably shut that door as well, and just have a nice refreshing shower until we get to the, you know, relevant level of cleanliness. And we can always check what level of experience we've actually got in the bank. Now we've got the various books down here. I don't know whether any of these are what we wanted, or whether I need to go and double check. So we still need some kind of protection on that. Mending. So we definitely need a mending book or something with mending. So that's the first thing we need to find. Holding, looting. If I've not got any mending, I'm almost certainly going to be guaranteed to have the things with mending elsewhere, because, you know, it seems to be that almost every single device you pull out of the unbreaking, we're going to want for definite. We'll come back to that in a moment. I'm just trying to see if we've got any of that good old unmending. Sorry, not unmending, mending even. Soulbound. Did I see a soulbound 4? I did. And I'm fairly certain up here we'll have a mending. We've got an unbreaking and a mending, so we can pop that back. And we should have enough in here that we can get the soulbound, the unbreaking, and the mending. And that just leaves some kind of protection enchant. Now, obviously, we know we need more. I haven't got those. The anvil is down here at the moment. But we can take the helmet. We've got aqua affinity on it. We are going to definitely stick mending on it. Costs 3. We're going to stick on breaking on it. Costs 6. And we're going to put soulbound on it because, you know, losing stuff can be upsetting. So that just needs a protection. That needs unbreaking and soulbound. That needs soulbound. So we need lots and lots of things. Let us go. I should have a spare chest. I do. Let's go and grab the thing and see about getting the thing. So I turned the thing off, by the way. Vorpal, I don't know whether any of these are going to have any of the items on it. That's got mending, but I think we'll find if we take that and then pop that one in about where it is, then that should be relatively easy to transport back. Well, with the exception of the last bit, which is here. This is a bit of a pain to get them in, but there we go. We'll work it. Ah, gotcha. Man, it's heavy, this thing. It's got a lot of stuff in it. But we need to basically decide what we're going to do. So I've got protection on that, and I want at least one other item with protection on it. I'm going to go through here. I'm going to grab just a chesticle. Just a bog standard chest. In fact, we'll use this one. It's a bit bigger. So this will be what I'll put my target items in, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, I have a selection of spells, of enchants that I need to put on. So protection, unbreaking, mending just needs soulbound on it. I also need to grab out another anvil or 2 because that one broke. I'm going to take this upstairs with me. Just because this is where the experience is. So if we come into here and try and put that on, that is probably going to be more than we can do. So 11. So that's protection, unbreaking, mending, soulbound 4. Done. In the bag. Put it back on again. Next. Let's get the helmet. That needs protection and respiration. It already has mending, so we almost certainly are going to have to put 19 on and 21. So 19 first. There we go. The sword, by the way, is going to be ludicrous. I fully expect it to need far more than we can possibly put on there. 37 for that one. Ouch. Okay, 37 levels. And eventually, certainly quicker than doing it by hand though, isn't it? You know, by killing mobs manually. There's got to be said. 37 levels. Let's get the helmet done. So that has now got... That's pretty good as far as helmets go. Leggings, they're going to get blast protection on them because, you know, flatulence kills. Actually, I should probably have seen what that that's going to cost. 9. What have I got? I've got 6. So we can get unbreaking on them for that, and soulbound will cost 7. So let's go and get those done. I'll get the remaining bits and I'll come back to you, because the boots basically are going to get fire protection, unbreaking and soulbound, and the sword is going to go up to sharpness 5, vorpal, capturing, which is a good thing, and soulbound. That is going to cost a lot of stuff. Yeah, so we should be good to put the soulbound on there, and then we just need 15 for the blast protection. So I'll get that done and I shall be back in a mo. Well, I've done everything except the sword, and I've just drained all 800 odd buckets of experience. I've got 102 levels. It is not enough. I need 139 to put capturing on. I've decided capturing is really irrelevant anyway, because I can do the mobs with swabs and stuff. I need 132 for sharpness. I need 131 for soulbound. I need 133 for vorpal. Vorpal is also, technically speaking, unnecessary. So, yeah, that was surprising. Again, we can do an AFK session. That is not a problem. I'm going to stick those 2 bits away. We'll keep those in our things, but out of the 2, I think soulbound is more valuable on this, just because it protects us. So I am going to drop the sharpness book as well. Armor is pretty much there, and I mean, obviously, if I jump back into the temp spawner location and turn it on, you know, that's gonna start hammering buckets of experience in and items eventually. Maybe maybe it will. Seems very odd how it will seemingly do nothing and then it suddenly goes boom, 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 it'll blam. I don't know whether there's a bit of lag going on, actually, given the amount of particles I've just dumped into the world. It could be, but yeah. So we can AFK. I mean, it takes no time at all to process those. In fact, that's probably worse. Why is it taking? Why is that not going? Oh, it is just the hopper chain. And again, it's probably not the most efficient way of doing things, but so that was just 3 spawns. Let's just go and have a quick peek back home and see just how much experience we got. None. What's going on here then? Oh, it's in there. Okay, that's fine then. We shall just place that back. So that will not fill up until that does. I probably could have just AFK in here. It makes a good AFK room. And at some point we'll decorate and get it all done. These can go somewhere else temporarily. Out the way. But we're getting there steadily. However, I think next episode I'm going to try and complete this selection of cakes in our little cake rack. But until then, thank you very much for watching, guys. and I will see you soon. And bye for now.